the lady. This performance has not come about without some small and large problems. They began working on the play back in October, as I recall, and when I saw the enormity of the script, I said, hoo-ha, it'll never fly. But I didn't know these kids, and I didn't know their teacher. Now, Miss Johnson cannot talk. There's a wonder. So I get to stand up here and enjoy all the plaudits from everybody for something I didn't do. But these are the young people who are presenting the play, The Lady. The play, the script, was borrowed from another teacher at Elton Hill School, Mrs. Nancy Johnson, and we want to give her credit for being willing to lend something that, you know, once a teacher gets your hands on something, it's kind of hard to share. But we do appreciate Nancy Johnson letting us use the script. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present The Lady.
The Lady, Scene 1. The story of the lady. Who is the lady? Some will tell you it's only a statue. Others will tell you differently. Those who just look see a statue. Those who look and feel see the lady. It all began on an early spring evening in Paris, France, 1871. You're in the dining room of Monsieur Edouard de Le Boulay. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Yes, Monsieur Le Boulay. What is your desire?
I trust the dinner in my house has been to your pleasure. A delightful evening thus far, Monsieur Le Boulay. I am glad, but I have invited you here not only to eat my good dinner, for I have invited you here for a very special reason. Some of you are scientists, others bankers, and still others work for the French government.
Yes, Monsieur Le Boulay, please get to the point.
As a loyal Frenchman, my first love is naturally for France, but I also have strong affection for America.
Come, Monsieur Le Boulay, all of France knows your strong interest and love for America. You interrupted this delightful dinner party to tell us what we already know.
I have a secret I wish to share with you, a special secret.
A special secret? Sounds exciting. Please continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very important event is going to take place in 5 years. A very important event.
Where, Monsieur Le Boulay? Where?
In 1876, 5 years from now, across the Atlantic Ocean, America will celebrate her 100th birthday. Think of it, gentlemen. Almost 100 years ago today, America broke her chains from England and declared her independence. Gentlemen, why the silence?
Monsieur Le Boulay, I'm quite certain that the 100th birthday of America will be an historic event, but what does it have to do with us Frenchmen in France?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's my secret plan. Tonight, at this dinner, I propose to you that we and the people of France build a monument, a gigantic statue, the tallest in the world, presented to America in recognition of her 100th birthday.
I cannot believe what you are saying.
This statue, ladies and gentlemen, would honor and recognize America's first century of freedom.
Very interesting, Monsieur Le Boulay, but as a very well-respected Parisian banker, only one thought comes to mind. Money, money, money.
I thoroughly agree. The French government would never pay for such a statue. It would cost an enormous amount of francs. Monsieur Le Boulay, if you think the French government would pay for such a statue, you are...
Please forgive me for interrupting you, but let me explain to you, sir, and to all of my other guests, that this statue would be a gift from the people of France to the people of America.
The people, the French people? I'm afraid you're thinking...
Please forgive me for interrupting you, but let me remind you, sir, that a century ago it was the French people who helped that young country, America, win her independence.
Whatever would this statue look like? Do the Americans want such a gift? Have you asked them, Monsieur Le Boulay?
Where in the world would it stand? Where would they place such a thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Monsieur Le Boulay, your intentions are most honorable, but perhaps you have not answered the most important question of all.
And what question is that, madam?
What sculptor would assume such a task? Who would take such a responsibility? Who would design and build this enormous statue?
Yes, who?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my guests this evening is a Monsieur Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, a sculptor of much talent. Monsieur Bartholdi, would you accept the task of creating and building the tallest statue in the world?
It would be an honor. A great honor, Monsieur Le Boulay.
Well, at least that's settled. But, Monsieur Le Boulay, I must ask again, will the Americans accept such a gift?
That we shall have to wait and see, madam.
I propose we send Monsieur Bartholdi to America and talk to the Americans about this idea.
I propose we pay Monsieur Bartholdi's expenses for such a trip.
Will you accept this assignment, Monsieur Bartholdi?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'll write a letter to Ulysses S. Grant, the President of the United States, telling him about the statue. I will also inform him that our sculptor, Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, will be arriving. My idea is this, Bartholdi. We, the French people, will build the statue. If the Americans will raise the money to build a pedestal for it, and provide the land, of course.
The tallest statue in the world, and I've been chosen to design this monument. What an honor.
Bartholdi, go see that country, study it, and bring back to us your impressions.
Yes, Monsieur Laboulaye.
And Bartholdi, propose to our American friends over there to make with us a monument, in common work, in remembrance of the ancient friendship of France and the United States.
Yes, Monsieur Laboulaye.
And Bartholdi, if you find a happy idea, a plan that will excite public enthusiasm, I am certain that it will be a success on both continents. We will create a statue to be remembered forever.
Question, Monsieur Laboulaye.
Yes, what is it?
What kind of statue do you have in mind?
Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, you are the sculptor. How the statue will look is your decision.
My dear friend, I will try my very best to fulfill your dreams.
Scene 2. On June 27, 1891, Bartholdi boarded a French steamship and for 2 weeks sailed to America. Always his sketch pad and watercolor box were right beside him. However, as the days flew by, not one idea came to him. On the same steamship was a large group of German immigrants dressed in their heavy shoes and rough work clothes. The women had kerchiefs tied over their heads. Bartholdi spoke with them.
Why do you leave your native Germany to come to America?
A new life, sir, a new home.
It is a land of many opportunities, is America. I am on the steamship because I heard in America there is no such thing as a high and low, rich and poor. Everyone is the same. The president is called Mr., and I shall be called Mr. too.
I heard that in America, everything is quiet and peaceful, and everybody lives in peace and prosperity.
Gretchen, Luke, the harbor, the New York harbor. We have arrived at last. At last, at last.
Bartholdi remained very silent, very pensive. Many thoughts went through his mind.
What courage it takes for these immigrants to leave their native land with just the hope and the clothes on their backs. How lonely it must be, for there is no one here to greet them. They deserve a welcome. No bands playing, no flags waving, nothing but the unknown.
And then to the left of the steamship's bow, Bartholdi looked, and his vision came to life.
This is it. This is the ideal place. My statue belongs in the middle of the tiny island over there. Captain, Captain.
Yes, Monsieur Bartholdi, what is wrong?
Nothing is wrong, Captain. Nothing is wrong. Everything is right. Captain, what is the name of that tiny island over there?
That insignificant island is Bedloe's Island.
Bedloe's Island. Yes, my statue belongs on Bedloe's Island. There it will stand tall against the sky, greeting warmly all the immigrants coming to America.
Bartholdi began sketching furiously. His sketch took the form of a woman in flowing robes. The woman was holding a torch in her right hand, high over her head.
My statue will face towards Europe, and if it could speak, it would say, "Welcome immigrants to America. This is your gateway to your hopes and dreams."
Scene 3. Now, Frederic Auguste Bartholdi, the sculptor, begins his cross-country tour of the states and territories of America. His hopes are to reach as many Americans as possible.
All aboard! All aboard! Train now ready to leave Boston, stopping at Westfield, Massachusetts, on to Hartford, Connecticut, and then New Haven. All visitors, please leave the train now. Final call. All aboard! New Haven in 5 minutes. New Haven next. All passengers, check your belongings and watch your step getting off. New Haven next.
People of New Haven, as you look at my sketch of the Statue of Liberty, you will notice one of her feet is stepping away from a broken chain. This, my friends, shows how mankind has broken the chain of slavery and tyranny. The French people are raising money to pay for the statue as a gift from them. Will you accept my statue as a gift from the French people?
All aboard! All aboard! In 5 minutes we'll be leaving New Haven, stopping at New York City, Niagara Chicago. All visitors, please leave the train now. Final call, all aboard. Chicago in 3 minutes. I'll pass, check your packages and watch your step descending from the train. Chicago next.
People of Chicago, the statue's left hand will hold a tablet, and on that tablet I will inscribe the words July 4th, 1776. As you all know, that was the date when you Americans declared your independence from England. That was also the year when liberty was born to America. France and America together will always fight for liberty. Will you accept my statue as a gift from the French people?
All aboard. Train now leaving Chicago, stopping at Omaha, Denver, and Salt Lake City. No persons without tickets allowed aboard. Final calling, all aboard. Train now arriving at Salt Lake City. Watch your step as you get off.
People of Salt Lake City, your valleys and gorges, your tunnels, your ravines, your huge masses of rocks in the far west are all magnificent sights. You have a great sense of bigness here in America, just like the bigness of my statue. The bigness of my statue belongs to America. Will you raise money for the building on the pedestal? Final call for San Francisco. Final call. All aboard. People of California, your coastline, your Pacific Ocean are scenic wonders. My statue is for all of America. All aboard. Train now ready to leave for Denver, Salt Lake City, St. Louis, and Cincinnati. Step lively. All aboard. Final stop, Cincinnati in 3 minutes. Cincinnati, remain seated until the trains come to a complete stop. People of Cincinnati, I've covered your country and my eyes have become excited by your brilliant autumn colors in your forest and in your countryside. Everything is big here in America, even your green peas. Will you help?
Yes, build the statue. We will build the pedestal.
Final call, all aboard. Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, all aboard.
Mr. Bartoldi, Ulysses S. Grant, President of the United States, will see you now.
Mr. President, thank you for granting me this appointment.
What do you wish to share with me, Mr. Bartoldi?
A dream, a gift from the French people to America. Here's my sketch of the Statue of Liberty that I'd like to be placed on Bedloe's Island in the New York Harbor.
Very interesting, Mr. Bartoldi.
The French people will pay for the statue, and we hope the American people will pay for the pedestal. I hope you accept this gift, Mr. President. It would be a strong bond of friendship between our two countries.
A most generous gift from your people. Yes, I like your sketch very much, Mr. Bartoldi.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You say you want your statue placed on Bedloe's Island?
Yes, Bedloe's Island would be the ideal location. It is a place where all the immigrants will enter. It would give them a great sense of hope as they entered a new country. I'm calling it the Statue of Liberty, enlightening the world.
Yes, I agree. Bedloe's Island would be an excellent location for your statue. At the moment, there are several old guns on the island, but they can be removed for they are useless. Yes, Mr. Bartoldi, the government will make Bedloe's Island available to you.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. President.
A most generous gift from the French people. But let me make one thing clear to you now. I will not give the project my personal endorsement.
Mr. Bartoldi,
Yes, I'm Bartoldi.
as a representative of the United States Congress, I am here to inform you that the United States Congress has voted against using government monies toward the building of a pedestal for your statue.
Why, sir? Why?
The United States Congress feels it would be too costly a venture.
Mr. President, I will now return to France to continue building the Statue of Liberty, the tallest statue in the world. I know the American people will provide the funds for the building of the pedestal. Yes, I'm discouraged about the attitude of the United States Congress, but I am undaunted.
Scene 4, November 1875 in the Hotel du Louvre in Paris. A huge banquet was held to raise money for the building of the Statue of Liberty. The banquet hall was decorated with red, white, and blue flags, and the 200 guests dined on turtle soup, beef steak, green beans, chicken salad, fruit, and ice cream.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Monsieur Edouard de Liberté.
I come to you now as an old man with wrinkled skin, but my dream is still the same, fresh and still young. In America's war of independence against England, France sent ships and soldiers to help her. For 100 years, France and the United States have been friends. This friendship must continue. Tonight, will you donate as much as you can to help Bartholdi continue building the Statue of Liberty?
I'm an American living in Paris. I will donate $10,000 to keep the Statue of Liberty right here in Paris for all of us to see. My fellow Americans can come to Paris to see it.
Your offer is generous, madam, but no. This statue is a gift from the French people to the American people. This statue, created in a common effort, will preserve the precious memories which are the links between the two nations.
But not all America is as enthusiastic as you are about this gift.
Madam, you will see that this statue will exist among future generations, like a sacred tradition, an eternal friendship between France and the United States.
I still say this is madness, sir.
Madam, I say to you, the madness for liberty is never cured. Please donate as much as you can. Bartholdi is making good progress in creating the statue. Right, Bartholdi?
It is a huge task, but I'm making good progress. I've chosen my mother to be the model for the face of the statue.
Bravo, Bartholdi! Bravo!
Bartholdi, I have been informed that America will be celebrating her 100th birthday on July 4th, 1876 by holding a big fair in Philadelphia. Have the statue ready for that spectacular event.
But Monsieur Lavillet, my statue will not be completed by that date. That only gives me about 6 months' time.
What will be completed, Bartholdi?
All that is finished, all that will be completed, is the statue's right arm, hand, and torch.
Send the right arm, hand, and torch. Ship that to Philadelphia. Send to America the arm of liberty.
Scene 5. On July 4th, 1876, America's 100th birthday fair officially opened in Philadelphia. It was a tremendous success. Approximately 50,000 people each day visited the fair. From all over America they came, boarding trolley cars in Philadelphia, which took them out to the fairgrounds along the Schuylkill River. The visitors were impressed with such exhibits as a 700-ton steam engine and a new invention called the telephone. But the biggest attraction at the Philadelphia Birthday Fair was the Statue of Liberty's right arm, hand, and torch. It was shipped here in 21 crates.
Father, I need 10 cents.
10 cents? For what?
It costs 10 cents to climb up to the right arm of the torch.
What are you talking about?
It's here at the fair, the Statue of Liberty. Hurry, Father, we have to stand in a long line. Everyone wants to climb up to the torch. Step right this way, ladies, gentlemen, and children. Step right this way. Only 10 cents to climb the Statue of Liberty's right arm, all the way to the top, all the way to the very top of the torch. Hurry, Father! At the very top of the torch, we're able to see all of Philadelphia. All this for only 10 cents, or 2 nickels, or 10 pennies. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Father, hurry before the fair closes. Only 10 cents to see the biggest attraction at the fair. The thumbnail alone, ladies and gentlemen, is 13 inches long and 10 inches wide. All this for only 10 cents. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Father, hurry!
I'm going as fast as I can.
And, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, the index finger is 8 feet long. Hurry, hurry, hurry!
During the Philadelphia Birthday Fair, as many as 125,000 people paid 10 cents to climb the iron ladder up through the wrist onto the narrow balcony around the torch.
As Mayor of Philadelphia, let me say quite clearly that if New York City does not want the Statue of Liberty, we, the people of Philadelphia, will raise the money to build the pedestal. We will erect the statue on George's Hill or Lemon Hill in Fairmount Park.
If New York City doesn't want the statue, Boston wants it.
wants it. Cleveland definitely wants it.
People of San Francisco are most eager to accept and treasure this colossus.
Scene 6. When the Philadelphia Birthday Fair reached its final days, the right arm, hand, and torch were returned to Paris where Bartholdi continued his work.
Oh, yes. My statue is growing and growing. It is beginning to stand over the houses of Paris, and I predict within 1 year it will stand over all of the houses of Paris. A special thanks to my mother who gave me constant encouragement, day in and day out. Get your paper, get your newspaper, all of Paris invited to the unveiling of Statue of Liberty tomorrow, July 4th, 1884. Get your paper here, everyone invited.
By early morning of July 4th, 1884, the streets of Paris were crowded with thousands upon thousands of people. They were all patiently waiting for the arrival of the United States representative to France, the Honorable Levi P. Martin. The official speaker's platform was covered with red, white, and blue bunting. Finally, at high noon, the Honorable Levi P. Martin arrived. The ceremonies could now begin.
Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, the Honorable Levi P. Martin, the United States representative to France.
I'm happy to be here today representing America.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Count Ferdinand de Lesseps, the builder of the renowned Suez Canal.
Before I speak to you of joy, I speak to you of sorrow. For I, Count Ferdinand de Lesseps, am here today only because Monsieur Edouard de la Vallée, the man who had the original dream of the Statue of Liberty, has just passed away. But now I speak to you with joy, for Lavallee's dream is now a reality, and he is here with us in spirit. This is truly a gift from France to America. More than 100,000 French men, French women, French boys and girls have contributed $250,000 to the Statue of Liberty.
Long live America! Long live France!
This is truly a work of enthusiasm, of devotion, and of intelligence. We commit it to your care that it will forever remain a bond of friendship between France and the great American nation. Mr. Minister for America, we now transfer the Statue of Liberty to America and trust that it will remind the world of the great friendship between France and America. Mr. Minister for America, will you please sign this document indicating your acceptance of the Statue of Liberty?
I will now sign this document.
Unveil the Statue of Liberty, enlightening the world.
Just sit on my bra, every shade, it's no fun.
Each eye, they say, is 2 feet across.
As Minister from America, I've climbed the 168 steps to the statue's head. Guiding my way were the 1,001 islets of sunlight shining through the rivet holes. It is a superb gift. America thanks you.
Long live Bartholdi!
Long live Bartholdi!
Bartholdi, 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 Bartholdi.
My friends, my people, it is a work of love. You deserve the applause. You, the French people, made it possible with your generous contributions. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And now, my friends, when the ceremonies come to an end, with my co-workers, I shall dismantle the Statue of Liberty, put it in crates, and ship it immediately to America.
Scene 6. Bartholdi's plan to dismantle, crate, and ship the statue to America was very much delayed. The foundation and pedestal for the statue on Bedloes Island were still incomplete. In fact, within a few weeks, all work came to a standstill due to the lack of funds. There was no money to pay the workers. The statue remained in Paris another full year. Her copper skin slowly lost its shine and turned dull. The French people began to wonder.
It is now a year later. Why is the Statue of Liberty still in Paris? Why?
Don't the New York City people want this magnificent gift? Why?
They were right to ask the question, why? With the construction work half finished, a deadly silence fell on Bedloes Island.
As a member of the American Committee for the Statue of Liberty, I plead to all American citizens for money. If the money is not forthcoming, the statue will stay in France. That will be an everlasting disgrace to all American people. I plead with you, America, do not let this happen.
As an American artist, I say the statue is not a good design. The weight is on the wrong foot and the arm is out of line. Bartholdi created the statue only to glorify his own reputation.
I live way out here in Minnesota on a farm. Statue is not for us. I feel the same way down here in Georgia. The statue of a lighthouse for the New York Harbor. Nothing to do with the deep saga.
Citizens of New York State, citizens of New York City, I turn to you for help. Please donate. The American Committee for the Statue of Liberty asks you once and for all to prevent this painful, humiliating catastrophe.
I'm afraid the statue will attract lightning and kill many of us New Yorkers.
Let the New York City millionaires pay for the building of the pedestal. They have more money than I do. The first strong storm will topple the Statue of Liberty right into the harbor. I'm not contributing money for a big splash.
Bedloes Island is not a good location for the statue. Hundreds of people will write their names on the statue's legs.
I tell you, Bartholdi's dream will become America's nightmare.
Bartholdi wants the statue to face Europe. That means the statue is turning its back on America. I say that is un-American. Let it stay in Paris.
Let it stay over there. Who needs it?
Who would take the trouble to rent a rowboat to go out and see that piece of stone? Not me, not my family.
I tell you, it looks like a sack of potatoes with a stick stuck in it.
Scene 8.
Get your paper! Get your morning paper! Bartholdi shipping Statue of Liberty ready or not. Get your paper here! Morning paper!
Yes, may I help you? My name is Miss Constance Harrison, and I'm a member of the American Committee for the Statue of Liberty. Is Miss Emma Lazarus at home? Come in, please. Miss Lazarus, Miss Harrison to see you. Yes, I am Miss Lazarus. Please forgive me for intruding upon your lovely home, but I'm here to ask an important favor of you. And what is that, Mrs. Harrison? As you know, all work on the construction of the pedestal has stopped because we have run out of funds. Mr. Bartholdi is planning to ship the statue and...
Yes, I read all this in the newspaper, but what does it have to do with me?
You're a poet, Miss Lazarus, and the American Committee for the Statue of Liberty was wondering if you could write a poem to inspire American people to send money.
Mrs. Harrison, I am not a poet that writes upon command. I do not write my poems because people such as you tell me to. I write from within, with genuine feeling. I do not write shopping lists.
Please forgive me, Miss Lazarus. I did not intend to insult you. However, I've heard of your marvelous and unselfish work with Russian immigrants who have settled in New York City. You've also helped numerous Russian immigrants by furnishing them with food and clothing, and even found jobs for them.
Yes, it's the least I can do for these poor and unfortunate people.
Exactly, Miss Lazarus. The American Committee for the Statue of Liberty was wondering if you could write a poem showing how the Statue of Liberty would be a sign of hope for all people. Won't you try, Miss Lazarus?
Very well, I will make an attempt, but I do not guarantee anything.
The American Committee for the Statue of Liberty thanks you. We are all most grateful. Thank you, Miss Lazarus, and good day.
Give me your tired.
Give me your tired.
Your poor.
Your poor.
Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
The wretched refuse of your teeming shore.
The wretched refuse of your teeming shore.
Send these.
Send these.
The homeless.
The homeless.
Tempest tossed to me.
Tempest tossed to me.
I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
This poem today is cast in a bronze tablet and stands near the main entrance to the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. 1 million visitors each year have read this poem, but when it was first written and published, it only raised $1,500. The American Committee for the Statue of Liberty needed much more. Scene 9.
Get your paper, get your morning paper. Statue of Liberty begins her voyage to America. Get your paper here. The American Committee for the Statue of Liberty is greatly concerned. The statue is on the way from France and we do not have a pedestal for her to stand on. Only 15 feet have been built of the 89-foot pedestal. It looks hopeless. We need $100,000 to complete this project. It looks hopeless. It is hopeless.
It is never hopeless when liberty is involved. I, Joseph Pulitzer, owner of the New York City newspaper called the New York World, will help you raise the $100,000.
We are most grateful and we will make you a member of the American Committee.
That will not be necessary. I came here as a young lad from Hungary. I was penniless. This country gave me an opportunity to become successful. I owe the liberty and freedom of this country so very much.
Every day, Joseph Pulitzer published articles in his newspaper pleading for donations.
People of America, money must be raised to complete the pedestal for the Bartholdi statue. It would be a national disgrace for New York City and the American Republic to have France send us this splendid gift without our having even provided so much as a landing place for it. I will publish the name of every person in my newspaper who sends in money, no matter how small the amount.
I'm a young man of foreign birth. I appreciate the blessings of this country. Enclosed, please find $2 for Bartholdi Fund.
I am an old man living in Seneca County, New York, and here is $1. Everyone should take pride in giving. It's a shame to work on the pedestal.
I am a fourth grader and here's a nickel. That's all I have.
Yes, money was pouring in from all over the country, but the goal of $100,000 was still out of reach. Pulitzer continued his pleas.
People of America, the statue is on its way. The United States Congress has refused to vote monies to help the cause. Congress has thrown the responsibility back to the American people. We have no choice. We must raise the money. I appeal to American people to come forward. Let American millionaires keep their money. I appeal to the everyday working American. You are the backbone of this great America.
Some of us guys got together with pockets aren't as deep as a well, but his love for liberty is wider than a church door. Here is $7.25. And heaven help you in your good work, Mr. Pulitzer. Seems that the rich of New York City do not.
I am a 10-year-old boy and I read your newspaper every day. I would like to set a good example for the millionaires out there. Here's 10 cents.
Here's 50 cents. I'll go to the circus next year.
Mr. Pulitzer, I live in Metuchen, New Jersey, and I am 11 years old in 1 month. I am sending you 2 of my pet chickens. Sell them and give the money to the statue.
Here's $1.25 from our canary.
Here's $1 all the way from the great state of Texas. I read by a paper this morning that a little boy 1 year old contributed $1 to the pedestal fund. Although I can't crawl, I can shop for the cost of liberty when Mom and Papa want to sleep. Enclosed, please find $1 from a little boy 8 months old.
Get your paper, get your morning paper. $100,000 goal reached. America did it. Get your paper here.
To celebrate the successful fund drive, Joseph Pulitzer published the following poem in his newspaper, The New York World.
Ah, Madame Liberty, God bless you, since all the cash is here at hand. No longer need the question of a place to stand. Soon in your allotted station, firm in your tower, strong and tall, we will give this truth a new illustration, for the people are all in all.
Yes, the people are all in all.
At last, the lady will have a pedestal to stand on.
Scene 10.
Get your morning paper, get your paper. Statue of Liberty arrives in New York Harbor this afternoon. Get your paper, paper here.
All right, you guys, this is your Doc Foreman speaking. There are 214 crates aboard that steamship. We have our work cut out for us. Remember, men, be careful. Crates weigh from 150 pounds to 3 tons. Be careful.
Crate number 1 coming down.
Let that crate down easy, like easy. That crate holds the crown.
Crate number 2 coming down.
Easy, baby, easy. Let that crate down easy, like that crate holds the left arm and tablet.
Keep your heads up down there. Here comes one of our kills in crate 22.
Good work up there.
Crate 34 coming on the eyebrows and forehead.
Crate 114 coming. The nose, the eyes, and the mouth.
Crate 199 with her left ear. After many hours of very difficult work, the final crate was unloaded from the steamship, number 214. Now for the arduous task of putting the lady together. Hundreds of workmen began to assemble the statue. The work began in June of 1886, and on October 23rd, 1886, the lady was standing erect with everything in its proper place.
As chief engineer of this project, I tell you this. To knock that statue over, you'd have to knock that whole island over.
Get your paper, morning paper here. Statue of Liberty to be unveiled today. Paper here, paper mister.
October 28th, unveiling day, October 28th, 1886. Despite the heavy mist with occasional showers of cold rain, tens of thousands crowded the 4-mile parade route.
Buy an apple while you watch the parade. Only a penny. Red apples. Only a penny. Sit around wagon to see the parade better. Only 50 cents. Get a better view. Only 50 cents.
The parade started at 5th Avenue and 57th Street, down Broadway, all the way to the Battery, one marching band after another. Policemen and firemen from as far away as Philadelphia and Baltimore joined in the line of march. American and French flags were waving everywhere. The parade lasted 3 hours. As it got closer and closer to the Statue of Liberty, 300 ships sailed down the Hudson River to be a part of the festivities.
Look, Ma, the statue's face is covered with something. Yes, dear, that's the French flag covering her face. Right in the field, drop the French flag.
For such an occasion, many speeches were made, and then...
Ladies and gentlemen, Grover A. Cleveland, President of the United States.
The people of America accept with gratitude from the French Republic this grand and complete work of art. Instead of grasping in her hands thunderbolts of terror and death, she holds aloft the light which shows the way. We did not forget that the Statue of Liberty has made a home here in America, nor will we ever neglect her. Her fires shall constantly be kept burning. Her fires shall gleam all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to our sister republic of France. Her fires shall pierce the darkness of ignorance and enlighten the way.
Look, Ma, the flag
broke loose. People cheered. The 300 ships in the harbor sounded their horns and whistles. Guns saluted the lady.
It's magnificent. I was prepared for a great work of art, but this is faultless.
Look how she stands so proud and tall.
She will defy all storms.
I don't know why, but I feel God created the island just for the lady.
As President of these United States, I officially proclaim today Bartholdi Day. Mr. Bartholdi, you are the greatest man in America today. I give to you now the golden keys to the great city of New York.
Long live Bartholdi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my proudest moment. I consider myself a very fortunate man. However, I have two regrets. One, that my aged mother, because of her poor health, cannot stand beside me. And two, Monsieur Roi de Laboulet, that wonderful man who started the original dream, is no longer with us. He should deserve the applause, not me. However, it is a consolation to know the statue will exist thousands of years from now, long after our names have been forgotten.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Episcopal Bishop of New York, the Right Reverend Henry C. Potter.
Let us raise our voices in prayer.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above, ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Amen.
In the mist and soft rain, the lady stood tall and proud, her copper plates wet and shiny. Her first day in her new home was coming to an end. She was now firmly rooted in the bedrock of New York Harbor, gateway to America.
Oh, you, whose broken spars, tell of the storms you've met. Enter, fear not the bars, across your pathway set. Enter at freedom's porch, for you I lift my torch. For you, my coronet is rayed with stars.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Didier and Mrs. Engel would like me to invite you down the Rue de la Bamber Valley to a little French cafe and enjoy a repast which they have prepared of some French delicacies. So, thank you for coming. Candy, would you like to come and just let them give you some applause? Please.